got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Walker in at 2-guard. Monroe is out there with Anthony Tolliver. And there's Jackson, and it's Prince in at the small forward. Jackson misses. And for Detroit, they come. In off a good outing against the Raptors.
And if you want to look at one thing that was the key to the victory, Kevin, it was the three-point shooting.
Well, that's a powerful weapon for them indeed. I mean, it makes things a lot easier for you offensively when you're knocking down that three ball.
Clock at 4. Here's the screen. Payton drives in. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Jackson dishes to Walker. Prince outside. Jacks up a 3. Jackson missing again. Magic have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits. Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Walker kicks to Prince. Back to Walker. Lets it fly. That's good on the jump shot.
Walker. Assist goes to.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Detroit on D, trailing by 2. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And you guys remember that game. They got to the free throw line repeatedly with their aggressive play. Getting all those easy points at the foul line was the difference.
And if your ball handlers and big men, Clark, can draw contact and sink those free throws, maybe you're all set.
That's always a game within the game, Kevin. Consistently getting to the free throw line and knocking them down.
Well, quite an interesting upbringing for Victor Oladipo. His mother and father immigrated from Nigeria. They ingrained a great work ethic in their children, but his father in particular didn't really approve of his son's focus on basketball. But Victor was undeterred. And Oladipo, growing up the only son among 4 children with a strict, somewhat distant father. In a lot of ways, his coaches and teammates became a kind of second family, and he latched on to his coaches for guidance.
Oladipo hits them both. And the story goes that Oladipo, in his sophomore year in high school, broke his foot. And Clark, rather than stay home, he went to practices and ran the scoreboard, even swept the gym, I'm told.
Yeah, he said he didn't want the coaches to forget about him, Kevin. Just a true gym rat mentality. And that's part of the reason he's played as well as he has in the NBA.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Monroe. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Orlando leading. Payton outside. They set the pick. He dishes it to Harkless. Tries it from 9. Walker with the rebound. The Pistons have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Can't get it to go.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Gordon against Walker. The runner. Shot no good. And Detroit the other way now. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I spoke briefly with Randy Whitman. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
All right, Doris, thanks. So it's the Pistons now after the Magic pick up 2. Detroit, no good that time either.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Back to Oladipo. And it's blocked. Jackson passes to Walker. Pass to Tolliver. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Sean Williams checks in for Tolliver. Butler comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Walker. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. .152 left here in the first quarter. Changing it up here. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Oladipo and Harkless at the 2 and the 3. Gordon out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Payton in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Orlando trailing here. Up and in on the layup. Payton's got his second bucket of the night. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
Harkless dishes to Payton. He feeds it to Gordon. Harkless with it, working on Walker. The shot by Harkless, no good.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Walker goes in and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Pistons have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
And so Walker nails both of them. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Payton kicks to Oladipo. Here's Gordon. Soft touch off the glass. Gordon's got his first points of the game.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Up top, Walker. Guarded by Oladipo. Jackson passes to Walker. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. That's 7 points now in the game for Walker. The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Payton dishes to Harkless. Back to Payton. Harkless kicks to Oladipo. Magic moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Oladipo's got the game tied up here for the Magic. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The drive by Jackson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Pistons have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Orlando needs to do a better job guarding against Walker.
He has 8 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
Now, here's Oladipo. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Payton drives in. Lets a floater go. Detroit with the rebound. Monroe's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, you know, Greg Monroe is a bit of a tweener defensively, not as quick as some power forwards and not as big and strong as some centers, but I think he's made strides at the defensive end of the floor and has become pretty good at defending either one of those positions.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Flash in the last outing against the Raptors got the job done. He had 27 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He turned in a great performance where it seemed nobody could stop him from taking over. You love to see that as a coach, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
And Monroe, not an explosive leaper or big-time shot blocker, Steve, but he moves his feet pretty well defensively.
He does, you know, and for his size, he does a solid job of covering up space and contesting shots. And what he brings to the table offensively, he's more than solid at the defensive end.
Jackson passes to Walker. Dishes it to Tolliver. The feed to Jackson. To the wing right side. Shot's good by Walker.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Now here's Payton. Right now averaging 5 points a game. He kicks to Oladipo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Victor Oladipo played for the same college coach as Dwayne Wade. And, you know, their games actually draw some comparisons. Both are 6'4", strong, huge wingspans, and explosive athletes with that ball handling ability. I think.
Good job at the line.
defend, even block shots.
Yeah, and again, you see the parallels with Dwayne Wade, although not as tall and not quite as long as Wade.
The team's deciding to change it up. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Pistons lead by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You've set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. And when we get back on the court, let's do everything in our power to get the ball into the post. I want us feeding it down low at every opportunity. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You know, Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
How about his first half? Just easily surpassing his average point total.
On pace for a monster game. Too bad he can't score like this every night.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Walker in at shooting guard. Tayshaun Prince out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Greg Monroe, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Payton dishes to Harkless. Back to Payton. Gordon with a screen on Jackson. There's a screen. Payton. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Pistons leading by 5. And it's Walker penetrating. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Let's take a moment to show you some young men that have really picked up steam here in the second half of the season. These are the leading rookie scorers since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Walker, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Aaron Gordon. He's in that same group.
And, Kevin, the picture of the elite rookies in the NBA has come into focus since the All-Star break. And their scoring has put these two front and center.
You're exactly right. The way they've grown into their roles at the offensive end. Has certainly made an impression.
No good on the second free throw. The Detroit Pistons, a proud franchise, of course, from 03 to 08, 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Clark in 2004, the NBA title.
But the rebuild process has had its hiccups, Kevin, its speed bumps, if you will, some questionable free agent signings. There's talent there, but this team hasn't quite figured out how to come together.
He doesn't usually fire from out there. Harkless has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Jackson kicks to Prince. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Greg Monroe. A breakdown since the All-Star break. He's putting up 9 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. If it was an average player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were spectacular.
Yeah,
but for him, simply run-of-the-mill.
And how much does that tell you about the talent he has? I mean, when the spectacular passes is average, that speaks volumes.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, for some, Aaron Gordon is seen as a tweener. And for Gordon, it isn't going to faze him. He said, obviously, you have to play a position in the NBA, but I'm going to do a little bit of everything. Post up, hit jumpers, go by people. I'm going to do it all. I'm confident that I can play both the 3 and the 4. He has the skills to pull it off, Kevin.
And he does. Thank you, Doris.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
The Magic have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Victor Oladipo.
And that one misses.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Oladipo. 13 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
And here is Payton. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Oladipo.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Jackson kicks to Tolliver. There's Walker with the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Payton outside. Gordon with a screen on Walker. Back to Payton. Payton right side. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Payton. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Tayshaun Prince. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Harkless with it, averaging 6 points per contest. Payton drives in. Orlando moving the ball around. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Dedmon.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Monroe, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And it's 7 points for Greg Monroe. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Payton kicks to Oladipo. Out to Payton. Inside. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
14 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Magic trail by 5. Payton outside. Back to Gordon. Feeds it to Oladipo. Rebounded by Jackson. And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That's his first foul.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The Magic shooting at a decent 44% clip here. They've got Oladipo. Harris is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Luke Ridnour. And it's O'Quinn in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Oladipo. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. And that's the look he wanted.
The Magic making a switch here. Payton's checked in. Walker's checked in for the Pistons. Reggie Jackson comes in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Jackson. Kicks it to Walker. Pass to Prince. The dish to Tolliver. It's hauled in by the Magic. Payton drives in. And the pass to Harris to take the lead. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, he had that height separation there on the mid-range jump shot. Really good job of taking advantage of that.
Jackson passes to Walker. Prince in the corner. Back to Walker. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Orlando. Gordon comes in for Fournier. And a switcher also for Detroit. Monroe's checked in for Butler. On defense, the Magic. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. 4 on the clock. And Walker kicks to Prince. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Orlando leading. Oladipo dishes to Payton. On the wing, Gordon. Back to Payton. Passes it to Oladipo. Payton outside. He feeds it to Oladipo. Rebound, Detroit. Monroe's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Jackson. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Knocks it loose. And Walker kicks to Jackson. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Gordon. But they recover it. Out to Harris. Here's Oladipo. Nice. But the layup off the mark. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Jackson with it. Now Payton defending. Walker against Oladipo. Harris passes to Dedmon. Payton dishes to Harris. Monroe on the double team. Clock at 6. And it's Gordon missing. The Pistons trailing. Jackson kicks to Prince. He dishes it to Walker. And there's the feed to Jackson. Here's Monroe. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Timeout Magic. Orlando timeout.
This is checked in for Harris. Doris Burke has
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession.
7 seconds.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Oladipo. Is the glass to finish the way. And the Magic lead by 2.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
This fella, Steve, not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Jackson passes to Monroe. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game. The Magic have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. With some arc, and again it's Victor Oladipo. Oladipo's got 4 points this quarter.
Clutch basket, especially over the top of the bigger defender.
Yeah, it just shows you the kind of fortitude and guts he has, Steve.
Outside, Walker. Prince dishes to Walker. That's short off the rim. The Magic have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Oladipo, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2. Victor.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up missing both free throws. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Here's Walker, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even... Exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over there.
No, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up. I mean, he threw it down with force.
.127 left in the fourth quarter. Harkless kicks to Oladipo. Unloads from 13. Here's Dedmon, and there's 2 points. Working on the bonus, paying off that time. And the Magic lead by 2. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. A 5-man team game where the ball moves. There's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
I'm sure they're satisfied with that possession, guys. Very nice shot that time.
Payton kicks to Harkless. It's Oladipo on the wing. Money!
Oh, what a basket at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Jackson passes to Walker. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd. You're right.
It's like they're stunned. I mean, they don't know what to think.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. The 3 won't fall. The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Payton outside. Here's Harkless. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. The Pistons shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. And it's Walker penetrating. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oladipo dishes to Harkless. Now, here's Oladipo. Elbow shot. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up.
Cover somebody.
Time now looking to be an exciting one. A chance here to retake the lead.
Showing some intensity here in these last few minutes.
Shot clock at 6. Upside Jackson. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And his mechanics are all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he is gone ice cold here.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Gordon comes in for Willie Green. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Evan. Luke Ridnour. And a switcher also for Detroit. Walker's checked in. Orlando leading. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He preached patient offense and encouraged his guys to use the shot clock. He wants his guys to be deliberate. Guys, I'll bet those adjustments come as a bit of a surprise as they've waited until the overtime to make them. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And for the Pistons, they're shooting in this game 45%. It's Jackson with the drive.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner. Tight as me in an airport lavatory.
Payton kicks to Oladipo. Back to Payton. The kick out to Oladipo. And the three off target. Here's Jackson. Overtime in full swing here at 2 minutes off the clock. Dishes it to Monroe. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Second chance effort, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Monroe. 14 rebounds. He's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Yeah, those are always easy points. I mean, when you can get to the line and knock them down, sometimes that's the difference in the game, Clark.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.